All right, no messing about. The Big Short Club is in session. Morgan's in the house.
Safe, Chris. Let's get to it.
Today, we're sticking Algorand on the chopping block. ALGO. You seen the chart, bruv?
Oh, yeah.
It looks like it tripped down a flight of stairs, got to the bottom, and then a bus hit it.
It's been a proper horror show for the holders, I ain't gonna lie. But you got all the tech heads, the computer science dons, they won't shut up about how good it is. So let's do this properly. A full SWOT analysis. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats.
Right.
Let's see if it's a dog with fleas or a diamond in the rough. Sounds like a plan. Let's kick off with the good stuff then. Strengths. Why are we even giving this thing the time of day? What's the selling point?
One name, mate. Silvio Micali. This geezer isn't just some random dev.
Okay.
He's got a Turing Award. That's like the Nobel Prize for computer nerds.
Wow.
He basically invented some of the core cryptographic concepts that other blockchains use. So when a guy like that decides to build his own chain from scratch, you have to at least pay a bit of attention.
Right, so it's got a 5-star CV. But I don't buy a cart just because the engineer's famous. What about the engine itself?
Yeah. Is the tech, the pure proof of stake, actually any good, or is it just fancy talk?
Nah, it's the real deal. This is its biggest strength. It's rapid. They call it instant finality. So once your transaction is done, it's done. We're talking under 4 seconds, and it costs basically nothing to use, fractions of a penny.
Right.
So you can see why the suits in the institutional lot would be interested. It's not breaking the bank every time you want to do something. So it's fast, it's cheap, and I heard it's green as well, carbon negative. Yeah, ticks that box too. No massive energy consumption like Bitcoin.
Right.
So it avoids all that negative press. That's why they're landing partnerships you don't see everywhere else, like with the UN Development Program.
Okay, so that's the sales pitch then. Smart founder, elite tech, built for the big boys.
Yeah, which leads us perfectly into the big ugly section, weaknesses.
If it's so bloody brilliant, Morgan, why is the price in the mud?
That is the million-dollar question, innit? And the answer comes down to a few things. First, adoption. It's like having a world-class stadium, but the fans haven't shown up. The total value locked, the amount of money sloshing around in its DeFi ecosystem, it's a fraction of what you see on chains like Solana or Avalanche.
Wow.
It just hasn't captured the imagination of the degen traders. And what about the community? I see the Solana and Cardano lot on social media. They're like a mad little army defending their coin to the death. Yep.
The Algo lot seem polite. Too polite for crypto.
Too polite, you're right. The community's smaller, there's less hype, less noise, and you can't ignore the early days.
Oh yeah?
The tokenomics were a mess. The Algorand Foundation held a massive bag of the tokens, and there was this constant fear of them dumping on the market. It created huge sell pressure and killed the early momentum.
Oof.
That's a stink that's hard to wash off.
So it's technically sound but has zero street cred and made a bad first impression. Rough. All right, let's flip it. Opportunities. Where's the comeback story? Is there a path out of the gutter for Algo? The opportunity is simple. What if the market is wrong? The big play is that whole real-world asset tokenization thing we mentioned. Right.
We're talking about putting trillions of dollars of assets, from property to private equity, onto the blockchain.
In trillions.
If Algorand, with its secure and cheap tech, can capture even a tiny slice of that market, then the current price is a certified joke.
That's the dream, I suppose.
What are they actually building towards? What's the roadmap looking like? Their 2025 roadmap is all about this. More decentralization, speed upgrades like Python support to make it easier for devs, and getting ready for quantum computing.
Okay.
Which is a future threat to all blockchains. The opportunity is that while everyone else is distracted by the latest dog coin, Algo is quietly building the financial plumbing for the next decade. It's a long-term, high-conviction bet.
The serious play for serious people. But seriousness doesn't guarantee a win, which brings us to the final part, threats. What could send this thing to zero for good? Competitors, number one. The layer 1 space is a war zone. Yeah, you've got Solana, which is already huge and arguably faster on paper. You've got Ethereum, the undisputed king with this massive network effect. Algo is a brilliant technical fighter, but it's in a weight class with some absolute monsters. Right.
It's just getting drowned out by the noise. And what about the big bad wolf, the regulators, the feds? That's the other killer threat. The SEC in the United States is already named ALGO as a potential security. Oof, that's a dark cloud that spooks institutional investors. If ALGO gets officially branded a security, US exchanges would drop it faster than a hot rock. That would be catastrophic. So a proper mixed bag. A technical masterpiece that fumbled its launch with a potential multi-trillion-dollar opportunity in front of it, but it could get crushed by the competition or regulated out of existence before it even gets there. You've summed it up perfectly. It's a punt on substance over hype.
Yeah.
If you're the kind of investor who believes that in the long run, superior technology has to win, then ALGO is a fascinating case. But if you believe that crypto is 90% marketing, memes, and momentum, then you'd say it doesn't stand a chance.
It's the professor's pet versus the popular kids. We'll see who's laughing at the end of time. Right, that's us for today. For the listeners, you know the drill. The link to the chat group is below. If you fancy a flutter on any of this stuff, use our exchange referral link. It helps us out. Come chat with us for a laugh. This ain't financial advice, straight talk.
Spot on. And here's a question to chew on. In a market driven by hype and narratives, can a project succeed based on technical merit alone, or is that just a naive dream? Think about it. Catch you in the chat.